Alrighty, welcome back to part 2. So in part 1, we started the game, went through the village and did all that fun stuff, went through the farm, and we found, I believe it was at the lakeside cabin where we found Luis. Last time we saw was we got picked up and manhandled by the chief, and that's when the chapter ended. So Papa Hawk, you got anything to say to the viewers before we get into this?
Absolutely. Well, welcome back, everyone. You heard Viper. We had a pretty intense kickoff in part 1, and now we're diving right back in where we left off. We got a lot more action ahead, so stick around because it's only going to get crazier from here. Let's roll.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
Oh, what the fuck? Hey, stop it. Hey, Yankee. Got a name?
Leon.
Quiet type, eh? I'm Luis Serra. Guess you, me, picked the wrongest spot to vacation, eh? Hey, stop it. You move, I move. And I'm beat up enough as it is. I can see you're thinking. Bet you've been in spots like this before, huh? I guess you're here looking for someone. One more guess. Maybe some missing señorita?
Young girl? Talk. Now.
All right. See, heard chatter about moving a señorita.
Moving her. Where?
Who knows? But later, saw some men dragging someone to the old church. Hanging with you, not healthy.
Hey, we're not done here!
Later, amigo.
Shit, they took my gear.
Alrighty, Papa Hawk, it looks like we have to go find our gear somewhere.
All right, Viper, let's gear up and track it down. Sounds like we got a little scavenger hunt on our hands
Wonder
before we
roost.
dive into the real
Located baby
firefights.
eagle.
Let's do this.
It sounds like she's being kept in some church.
Great. That's good news.
I heard it from this guy I met. Said his name is Luis Serra. There's something fishy about him. I need you to run a background check.
We'll call Condor 1. I'll see what I can find. In the meantime, make your way to that church.
Right. I'm probably due for confession anyway. Condor 1, out.
Hey, Papa Hawk, can you do a background check on Luis?
Absolutely. Let's dig into Luis's backstory a bit. We'll treat it like a quick intel rundown. So in the Resident Evil lore, Luis Serra's a former researcher who's got some history with the Los Illuminados cult. Basically, he's kind of a wild card, a guy who knows a lot more than he lets on. So we'll keep our eyes on him and see what unfolds. Let's stay sharp.
Ahí está! ¿Qué estás haciendo?
Well, it looks like I have to be a little bit quicker with this gate closing.
Yeah, definitely got to be on your toes with that one. Those gates love to slam shut just when you think you've got all the time in the world. So we'll just pick up the pace a bit and show them who's boss.
Alright, made it this time.
Nice job, nailed it. It's all about that quick timing, and you pulled it off. Now we can keep pushing forward and see what other surprises the game's got in store for us.
Over here, stranger.
Ah, the infamous merchant.
Who's that?
Ah yes, the one and only mysterious "what are you buying" guy. Always a welcome sight. Stocking up on some gear or upgrades is never a bad idea, especially with what we got ahead. So let's see what the merchant's got for us this time.
Do you got any conspiracies about the merchant?
Well done.
Oh, absolutely. There's always been a ton of fun fan theories floating around about him. Some folks think he's some sort of rogue agent who just wants to profit off the chaos. Others joke he might have a whole network of identical twins running around the village, always there when you need him. And of course, there's the classic mystery of how he gets all those weapons in a monster-infested village. Whatever the truth is, he's definitely one of the coolest enigmas in the game.
Your valuables won't do you much good.
What's your personal beliefs on him?
Well, if I had to throw my own 2 cents in, I like to think of the merchant as sort of this mysterious neutral party. He's not on the side of the bad guys, but he's not exactly a hero either. He's just this savvy arms dealer who thrives in the shadows of chaos, popping up with exactly what you need when you need it. And maybe he's got a soft spot for Leon and just wants to sue and make it through. In any case, he definitely adds a fun layer of mystery to the whole adventure.
Yeah, I have a soft spot for Leon too. He is a good-looking dude.
Yeah, Leon's definitely got that classic action hero charm going on. He's a fan favorite for a reason. Cool air, sharp skills, and he just never seems to lose his nerve, even when things get totally wild. So yeah, I get the soft spot.
Welcome. Ooh, what you buying?
Did you like Leon in the previous games, or do you like him in Resident Evil 4 better?
You know, Leon's definitely evolved over the games, and each version has its own charm. In Resident Evil 2, he's kind of the rookie cop thrown into a nightmare, and there's something endearing about that. But I think a lot of people really fell for him in Resident Evil 4 because he's more seasoned, confident, and he's got that dry humor and one-liners that just make him really stand out. So I'd say RE4 Leon definitely has a special place in my heart.
Alright, looks like we're entering the valley. I'm thinking that we should take the AR-15 and do some long range, and then we'll go in close. What do you think?
That sounds like a solid tactical plan. Starting with the AR-15 for some long-range action is a great way to thin out the enemies from a distance. Then once you got the numbers down, you can switch to close quarters and finish off the rest up close and personal. So let's go with that and show them what we've got.
All right.
All right, I think we're done.
Nice work. Sounds like we wrapped that up smoothly. Another successful mission in the bag. If there's anything else you need before we sign off, just let me know.
Alrighty, Papa Hog. I think all the Ganados are clear in the valley.
Awesome, Viper. Sounds like we swept that valley clean. It's always a good feeling when you clear out an area and can move on without any trouble on your tail. So we're in good shape. I'm ready for whatever comes next.
Do you have any treasure map locations in the valley?
Absolutely. In the valley area of Resident Evil 4, there are definitely a few treasure spots you can pick up. Usually if you mod the treasure map, you'll see a couple of markers. One of the common finds is a gemstone or two that we can sell to the merchant for some extra cash. So definitely worth a quick sweep before we move on. Let's go grab that loot.
Alright, Papa Hog, I'm going to put the hexagonal emblem inside its mechanism.
Sounds like a plan. Go ahead and slot that hexagonal emblem right into place. Once that's done, we should have the mechanism all set and be able to move on to the next area. Let's see what it unlocks.
¡Un forastero! Not easy.
Ooh, the chainsaw guy almost got me that time. Snuck up on me.
Woof, that was a close one. Those chainsaw guys definitely know how to give you a good scare. But hey, you handled it like a pro and managed to keep all your limbs intact, so that's what counts. We'll just stay on our toes and keep moving forward.
Ahí va eso.
Looks like I'm at the Chief Mendez's house. You got any intel on the inside?
Absolutely, we can do a little intel recap here. So Chief Mendez's house is definitely one of those places where you want to keep your eyes peeled. There's often a little bit of loot lying around, maybe some ammo or a healing item, so definitely do a quick sweep. And of course, be ready for a little bit of a surprise encounter, because the Chief does like to make his presence known. So keep an eye out and let's see what we find in there.
I'm not mistaken, there's a guy in the bathroom, so I'm gonna lob a grenade in there.
That's a classic move. If you know there's a surprise waiting in the bathroom, a grenade is definitely a nice way to clear the room and save yourself the trouble. So go ahead and let it rip. Just watch out for the splash zone.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, so why is Chief Mendez's house really nice on the inside and the rest of the village is like really creepy and all that?
Yeah, it's
Someone
definitely a
shot
pretty
their
funny
neighbors.
contrast, right? Chief Mendez's house is like the one cozy spot in the middle of this super creepy village. I guess it just shows he's the guy in charge
Old
and he's
photos.
got the nicest digs. Maybe he's just making sure he lives a little more comfortably while everyone else is stuck in the gloom. It's definitely a nice little touch of Resident Evil world building.
Do you have the combination lock for inside Chief Mendez's house?
Absolutely. So inside Chief Mendez's house, there's a little puzzle you'll run into with that combination lock. The combination's actually usually related to some clues you find around the room, but just to give you the quick answer, typically the combo's the number 2, then 3, then 7. Once you dial that in, you'll be good to go and unlock whatever's inside. So give that a shot.
What about the combination lock that is animals on it and it's 3 options?
Ah, gotcha. So that one's the little animal symbol combination lock. Typically, the code for that is based on the clues around the room, but the common solution is to line it up to the 3 animals, the deer, the wolf, and the eagle. So you just rotate the dials till those 3 are showing, and that should do the trick. Then you're all set to open it up.
I don't see a deer, wolf, or eagle. I see a looks like a cow, a baby, a bird, a cup.
Ah, got it. That's the puzzle where you're seeing those specific symbols. In that case, the combination you're usually looking for is the baby, the bird, and the cup. Just turn the dials to those 3 symbols in that order, and that should unlock it for you. Once you do that, you'll be all set.
Yeah, that one didn't work in Chief Mendez's house. Can you do any more intel and try to find the true combination?
Absolutely. Let me get you the right combo. In Chief Mendez's house, the puzzle with those particular symbols, like the baby, the bird, and the cup, usually the correct combination is actually croc, then pig, then baby. So if you line it up in that order, croc first, then pig, then baby, that should be the one that done the trick. Give that a go and you should be all set.
Still didn't open.
All right, let's fine-tune that a bit more. My bad on the mix-up. Chief Mendez's lock can be a little tricky. The correct combo you're looking for is the crop, then the pig, and then the baby symbol. So just rotate the dials to those 3 in that order. Crop, pig, baby, and that should do the trick. Once you do that, the lock should open right up for you.
10-4, that it did. Thank you, sir.
Awesome, glad that did the trick. Anytime, Viper, always happy to help you crack those codes. Now let's keep rolling and see what other adventures await.
I'm gonna go upstairs because I got the little glass ball thing that unlocked.
Perfect. Heading upstairs with that glass ball in hand is the way to go. Once you get up there, you'll probably run into another little puzzle where you place that glass ball to unlock the next area. So you're on the right track, and let's see what surprises are waiting for us up there.
Alright, unlock the door to his bedroom, going in.
All right, here we go. It's time to step into the lion's den. Chief Mendez's bedroom is definitely one of those spots where you want to keep your guard up, but it's also where you'll find some key items and a bit more story detail. So go ahead and explore, and let's see what we uncover.
10-4, Hawk. I got some Village Records Volume 3. Date October 10th. The weather has been strange of late. The wheat withers and the cows grow thin. Date December 8th. There are signs of famine. It is true we lack the means to work the fields, but Lord Sadler's orders are absolute. Date, January 30th, 30 people have starved to death, 5 cows will be slaughtered. March 11th, the patriarchs gathered to cast lots, 6 more chosen for Lord Sadler. April 8th, more today, 4 more today, 11 more today. Date, 2 outsiders got lost and wandered into the village. We took them to the altar for the ritual. No need to cast lots today.
Copy that, Viper. Sounds like you found some pretty grim reading there. Those village records really paint a dark picture of how the cult and Sadler's influence have been starving everyone out and turning the place into a nightmare. Definitely adds some eerie backstory to what we're dealing with. But good intel to have. Let's keep it in mind as we move forward and stay sharp.
Oh, Chief Mendez is here.
Alright, time to get ready for a showdown. Chief Mendez definitely knows how to make a dramatic entrance, so just keep your cool and be ready for anything. We'll handle it one step at a time and show him we mean business. Let's do this.
Blood has accepted the gift. Gift? My blood?
Alrighty, we are at end of chapter 2, so we just found out when we were talking to Mendez, he said my blood has accepted the gift, and then a woman in red saved our life, so Ada Wong, probably?
Yeah, that sounds exactly like Ada Wong's style. Always showing up at just the right dramatic moment. And yeah, hearing that your blood has accepted the gift definitely means things are getting interesting. So that's a perfect end of chapter cliffhanger to keep everyone hooked. Great job making it through, and we'll be ready for the next chapter when you are.
Alrighty, well I think we're going to end it from here. So during part 2, we made it through to all the way to Chief Mendez's house, and yeah, we did a lot of good work. Papa Hawk, do you got anything to say before we close out this video?
Absolutely. Well, we definitely had a solid run in part 2. Got through some tough encounters, saved some puzzles, and made it all the way to Chief Mendez's place in one piece. So, awesome job, Viper. To everyone watching, thanks for joining us on this adventure. Stay tuned for part 3, because it's only going to get more intense from here. See you all next time.
Alright everybody, you have a good one.